To be very sincere this morning, this anthem is giving me goosebumps if you ask me. Hala, hala, Madrid. Quickly, let us leave the whole Madrid anthem because we are still going to come back to it. Quickly, we'll begin in the world of basketball this morning where we'll be telling you now that there is a particular debate about to surface. Giannis Antetokounmpo has had a fantastic season ever since emerging and surfacing into the world of basketball. And now there are comparisons saying that he can be likened to LeBron James. But now this morning, I'm to tell you that Giannis Antetokounmpo came out to say that you just can't compare me to LeBron James at this one because LeBron James has been consistent for 18 years. And still counting, if you ask me. So quickly, Benjamin, this morning, Giannis Antetokounmpo's sudden rise up until stardom in the world of basketball. People already putting him on the map as one of the greats already, because definitely if you are a youngster and you're living up to responsibilities, trust the media, they will want to place you in that hot seat. But do you feel Giannis Antetokounmpo has what it takes to stay 18 years just like LeBron James and be consistent season in, season out?
Well, Muna, I love the fact that he was humble to acknowledge that he's not yet up to that standard. LeBron James was absolutely a great in the world of basketball. He was one of the all-time best. In fact, before you compare LeBron James, you mention the likes of Kobe Bryant, the late Kobe Bryant, definitely, and some other Steve Nash. These are great basketballers. So he's wise enough to have rejected that claim. And one thing about British people, media is that they like to hype just a little bit of stardom. You feel that you have gotten to the greatest. Come on, LeBron James gave it 18 years of professional quality basketball playing. So comparing him to LeBron James is really, to me, an insult. So he's wise enough to have rejected that claim. And I think with consistency, with passion, with creativity, and if he holds his head high, he can reach that stage. But for now, I don't think he is there now.
Well, in the words of Giannis Antetokounmpo, he says that it is interesting to me how LeBron is still still in one of his best shapes in his life and still being the best player in the world, and he's still in year 18 as he stands now. 18 years and counting. He has played at the highest superstar level for 18 years and he's still counting. He's always there. He's always showing up. He has been consistent for 18 years. That is really interesting, and I want to know how he does that. So those were the words of Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he still says he obviously gets credit, but I think we need to give him more credit. Doing it for 18 years, guys, that is really hard, and hopefully I can be there. Hopefully I can do this for 18 years, 20 years. That is the goal.
Well, Muna, I love the fact that he actually acknowledged that LeBron James is a very quality player, is a very great basketballer. And I love his humility of words. He really shows his words. He really acknowledges that, okay, yes, this man has done it for 18 years. I really need to learn how he did it. One thing about there's a proverb I like that once you praise a great person, you are bound to be great. So he has acknowledged that LeBron James is the master of the game currently. So I believe that with that acknowledgement, you can learn one or two from the great LeBron James himself, and at least maybe next few years we can count him among the great basketball players.
Well, let's see how we go for our very own Giannis Antetokounmpo. Do not forget that the Antetokounmpo brothers are Nigerians originally, but they have already naturalized with Greece. As it stands now, Giannis Antetokounmpo is known as the Greek god in the world of basketball. So then he is making his name. There was a particular troll that the Tigers, that team of Nigeria, had to troll against the Greek national team, saying that they are using our players for their own benefits and all that issue that happened and all that. But what do you feel should be the way forward for our basketball? Because we keep complaining about our players choosing foreign nations over us and not coming to play for their natives. Now, what do you feel should be the way
It's quite
forward?
funny that Nigeria as a nation want to claim other foreign basketball players. What were the things you did for them? You didn't give them the platform to showcase themselves. You didn't give them the opportunity. You didn't encourage them. And those countries, Greece, USA, Scotland, and other countries who have accepted these players, have trained them, and then you feel that all of a sudden you just leave all these things and then come to play for you. No, it is not really done that way. Even in football, we see that. Even in every sport, we see that. It's not only in Nigeria, some other countries, it happens all over the world, whereby countries players or athletes rather play for countries that accepted them, that trained them, that gave them the platforms. So I think the best thing we can do, if we want to really really think that we deserve the best, let us give them the platform. Let us help them from the cradle at least, so that when they get to the greatest eye, they can acknowledge that, okay, yes, Nigeria has given us the platform, so that we should represent Nigeria. Not after everything is said and done, and you want to like invest where you did not sow. It is not done that way.
Okay, no problem. I get your point this morning, Benjamin. Quickly, let us leave the world of basketball. Remember that boxing events are still to come our ways. Do not forget, August 13th, we are going to be seeing Teofimo Lopez take on Pedro Campa. We are going to see that encounter for the super lightweight title. August 20th, the big day, we are going to see Alexander Usyk take on Anthony Joshua. If I'm not mistaken, it is 10 days away from today. If I'm not mistaken, 10 days from today, and we'll be looking to know how that encounter will go down.
Well, Muna, yesterday something interesting came up. Usyk was able to like show a few seconds clip of himself in the gym.
The beast mode.
And I was like, wow. The fans were like afraid of Joshua. They said, Jesus, that Usyk will surely go there and give Joshua a knockout. They were afraid for Joshua, but I still believe that sometimes you don't allow the intimidation to come up. I believe Joshua is a professional boxer. He should not be intimidated by what Usyk has portrayed, or maybe he wants the fans to see. He just only trained himself, but still the ability, the quality is still there in Joshua. So he should go there to that ring and do his best. And I believe as a Nigerian, I should be sentimental at this stage. I want him to go there and win that match. At least command that respect he has had before, because currently Joshua is not that boxer that people fear these days.
Definitely,
he's not that boxer. After he lost that match against Usyk in September, when he lost the IBO, IWF, and every other title to Usyk, he has not gained that respect again. So I believe that he's going to fight for pride currently. It's more like fighting for pride than fighting for the titles. Because currently, I don't think that you can take anything away from Joshua. He has won it all. So he's going there to fight for pride. So that when he comes out again after the match to speak, other boxers can respect him. But for now, he needs to lay low and not to be intimidated by what Usyk has portrayed. Because currently, many pundits and fans are like giving what they call it, Usyk
all the
upper hand. So, but I still believe that an upset will come up in that match.
Surely we hope an upset will come up, because we want to see our very own Anthony Joshua back to the top of the summit. But not to forget the fact that Alexander Usyk is an angry Ukrainian beast. And let us pray that Anthony Joshua would not fall by the rot of the boxing hands.
Well, Muna, another thing that Usyk said was that he doesn't hope to win Joshua by unanimous decision. He wants to give him a knockout. So that would, in fact, Usyk really wants this match. I mean, he's like taking this match beyond what it should be.
Beyond all doubt.
And I think he really has this deep hatred for Joshua. I don't know where it's emanated from, but he feels that Joshua is someone that he should knock out in that ring. He doesn't want to win by judge's decision. No, he wants to win whereby he will win Joshua, and then Joshua will sprawl on the ground begging for mercy. So I think
do you think that will happen?
Well, I don't think so. I still believe that Joshua is going to show him that yes, you may be a Ukrainian, you may be the beast or whatever they call you, but I still have Niger blood in my mind.
Definitely.
I still have Niger blood, and that blood will come to play in that match.
Let us see how that encounter is going to go down in the world of boxing. No, don't forget, 10 days away from today, Anthony Joshua, Alexander Usyk, for the third time, they will be entering the ring to know, for the second time, they'll be entering the ring to know who is going to come out victorious. WBA, IBF, WBO titles, all on the line. Quickly, over to our next story this morning. We'll be taking our tennis now. Yesterday, Serena Williams came out. Remember, she was able to win her very own encounter at the Toronto Masters. She was able to win her encounter against Spain's opponents from Spain. She was able to win the encounter. And now, yesterday, she came out to say that there are plans to retire after the US Open. Now, in her words this morning, here are the words of Serena Williams. She said, there comes a time in a life when we have to decide to move in a different direction. That was what she said. She said, I'm terrible at saying goodbyes, but I will say that time is always hard when you love something so much. My goodness, do I enjoy tennis? But now the countdown has begun. I have to focus on being a mom, my spiritual goals, and finally discovering a different but exciting Serena. I'm going to release these next few weeks because I have never liked the word retirement. It doesn't feel like a modern one to me, but I think that this is an act of transition. But I want to be sensitive on how to use that word. It means something but very specific and important to a community of people. Those were the words of Serena Williams.
Yesterday, Muna, I mentioned it in the show yesterday, that Serena Williams has given everything to tennis. In fact, you can't take away the record from tennis. Currently, she's the second all-time Grand Slam singles winner.
Now, quickly, do you see her winning this US Open?
Well,
because knowing that she has come out to say she wants to retire, you know she will give her all, knowing that she is entering this US Open.
I think it's going to be an icing on the cake for her. And I, for all she has done for tennis, for the joy she has given to us as the fans, because when, as a pundit, I love Serena Williams when it comes to, she's my favorite tennis player, male and female category. I must say it. If I look at male and female, she goes. I'm an addicted Novak Djokovic fan, but I'll play Serena Williams over her because I've seen her play, the quality she gives, the passion she gives, everything about her is all about tennis. So for that, I want her to win this game, at least so that she will crown a successful career season. Currently, she started her professional career in 1995. That means she has given 27 years of tennis. 27, because 1995 to now is 27 years. And that time she was world world number one for 319 weeks and 186 weeks as number one undisputed 186 weeks, which was the second all-time best. So she's one shy from Margaret Court's all-time record, which is 24. So if she wins this one, she will tie Margaret Court's all-time, and that would be incredible for her. So for that, and for the record, and for the pride, and for all she has done for tennis, I want her to win this US Open.
We definitely want Serena Williams to win the US Open, but that is not going to be just a talk on paper. It will be a talk of action. There you have it. Serena Williams has finally said that she will be saying goodbye to the sport she loves doing the most. Gradually, legends are beginning to leave the game. Because after Serena Williams will be saying her farewell now, the next farewell might be hearing is probably that of Rafael Nadal because of his own injury issues.
Or even Roger Federer.
But let's see how it is going to go. Just know that after this US Open, a lot of legends might be leaving the game of tennis. Now, still talking about tennis this morning, the Toronto Masters was played yesterday. Now, a very shocking news came again. Andy Murray was in action yesterday, and he lost to Taylor Hardy-Fritz 6-1, 6-3 as he lost that encounter. He is currently the top seed for US.
You know, I was telling you and Oscar yesterday that I don't see Andy Murray rather becoming a threat for Nick Kyrgios, and you have seen it being played because the Murray I knew back in the years, I've been 4 or 5 years ago. It's not the Murray that we have currently. Murray is not that player who can give you the best. And I think one thing that really disrupted his career is the British media. When he won that Wimbledon against I think Novak Djokovic,
yes, I remember.
The way they hyped him, Muna, you think that Murray was the best all-time tennis player. Just one Wimbledon.
I like that point you raised up.
And the British media were just all over him saying, wow, we are getting the best tennis player, we are getting this,
they were even reckoning him as the best British player in history.
Just imagine.
That was what happened.
That was what happened. And from that time, he has gone on a decline. On a decline, he has not gotten himself. So him losing that match was not an upset to me. I was really expecting it because I saw him. I actually watched some clips of that match, and it was not really that Murray I knew. So now everything's open for Nick Kyrgios to go out there and win the tournament. So I don't think that Murray will lose that match.
Do not be too optimistic because Daniel Medvedev is still in the fray. Alexander Zverev is still in the fray. I will still tell you that Felix Aguirre-Alisime, Carlos Alcaraz, many others, Casper Ruud, Taylor Hardy-Fritz, many other stars are still going to
have you ever experienced a situation where you are in top form? You feel that nothing can stop you.
Definitely.
That is what Nick Kyrgios is having currently. He's on top gear. He's in top gear rather, and nothing can stop him. I don't see aside from Murray, which was the only threat I felt could have stopped Nick Kyrgios. All other players you have mentioned, great players, they're all great players, but I don't see them winning Nick Kyrgios. He's going to have a smooth ride to the final, and also win that medal after winning the City Open. So it's going to be another trophy for Nika Igor.
Well, let's see how it go. Other games that were played in tennis on the tennis court at the Toronto Masters yesterday. We saw Alejandro Dovinko able to defeat Diego. He lost to Diego Sebastian Schwartzman 1-6, 6-3, 6-4 because Diego Sebastian Schwartzman made sure he came down from a set down to win that encounter. Bostic van der Sloot was able to defeat Meomir Kemovic 6-1, 7-5. We are still also able to see that Albert Ramos defeated David Goffin 7-6, 6-2 in their own encounter. Robert Hawkins was able to defeat Rufi 6-3, 6-7, 6-2 in his own encounter. Today, we are going to be seeing Kaspar Ruud take on Alex Mocha by 4 p.m. Tommy Paul will take on Carlos Alcaraz, the teenage sensation from Spain, by 4 p.m. Holger Rune will take on Pablo Busta by 5:30. Jannik Sinner will also take on Andran Marino by 5:30. We are going to see Jensen Brooksby take on Roberto Batista by 5:30. Daniel Medvedev will take on Nick Kyrgios. Now, this is a particular encounter everyone will want to watch. Daniel Medvedev up against Nick Kyrgios by 6 p.m. and Gael Monfils against Maxi Cressy by 9 p.m. Francis Tiafoe will take on Harry Fils, who won yesterday, by 7:30. We are going to see Alex Manuel take on Gregor Dimitrov by 8 p.m. and other roundup by Bostic van der Sloot will be in action against Cameron Norrie. We are also going to see Yoshito Nishoka, who remember lost to Nick Kyrgios in the City Open. He will take on Felix Aguirre Alisime, and we are going to see Andrei Rublev take on Daniel Evans, and we are also going to see Diego Sebastian Schwartzman, who won yesterday, take on Albert Ramos as well. So quickly, Daniel Medvedev against Nick Kyrgios. Who do you think will come out victorious in that encounter?
Muna, I always say this. Nick Kyrgios is the man for this tournament. He's the man.
Do not forget that Medvedev is currently world number 1 in the ATP rankings.
Well, he's going to be world number 1, but currently, like I said, Nick Kyrgios is having the form of his life. See, that one thing about form is this: form keeps you going. I remember vividly when Leicester won the Premier League. That was in 2015. We had likes of Arsenal, we had likes of Manchester United, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, all the likes. But Leicester was at the form of their life. It was only destined that they were going to win that trophy, that Premier League title. And that is what's going to happen against for Nick Kyrgios. He's not really in the top rank. I think the world number 37 currently. But that does not mean that he's having a form of his life. That's not about form. Form does something for you. Form makes you keep going, even when you are facing the best. It makes you it gives you this confidence, this spirit that you can defeat anybody that comes your way. So I believe that he's going to go there. It's going to be a surprise for me, an upset for me. In fact, I'll be so sad if he loses that game, because currently he's having the form of his life. He's in top gear, so he's going to go there, and I think he's going to emerge victorious.
We're still talking about the Toronto Masters. I'll tell you, the female counterparts will still have their own encounter today. Important games to look out for is Elena Rabinka up against Coco Gauff in that own encounter. Remember that Elena Rabinka was able to defeat Onas Jabeur to make sure that she was able to win the French Open that was just concluded. Now, Amanda Aminosova will take on Karolina Pliskova by 4 p.m. as well, and we are also going to see Iga Swiatek take on Ajla Tomljanovic as well. Simona Halep will take on Shawa Zhang in her own encounter, and we are going to see Onas Jabeur take on Queen Gengsen. Remember, Onas Jabeur was the record woman, the first African Arab woman to make sure that she was able to reach the final. But let's see how those encounters are going to go for them. Tomorrow, it is still going to kick off. We'll tell you the results for today and give you the fixtures for tomorrow. Now, over to the continent of Africa this morning. The CAF Champions League makes a return. And now, remember, Rivers United just recently won the NPFL for the 2021-2022 season, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they made sure that they won it in fine fashion. They were rewarded very well. Now, entering the CAF Champions League, they will be taking on Liberia's Watanga FC over the 2 legs for the preliminary stages of this encounter. Now, both these two teams are newbies in the CAF Champions League. They just both of them won their respective league. Watanga FC won Liberia's local league, and Rivers United won Nigeria's local league as well. Now, looking at Rivers United taking on Watanga FC, do you see Rivers United coming up with yours in this spell? Because after this first preliminary stage, they will be taking on the current holders of the CAF Champions League in the next encounter, which is Wydad Athletic Club of Morocco. What are we to expect from Rivers United, making sure they place Nigeria on the world map?
Well, I expect nothing but victory for them. I expect nothing but for them to go out there and show the African continent what they can bring to the table. It's going to be their debut season in the CAF Champions League. And one interesting thing about this picture is that Watanga FC of Liberia and Rivers United are both won their respective leagues for the first time in their history. Sure. So it's going to be a very interesting match for them. The first leg obviously will take place in Nigeria, and then the return leg in Liberia. Sure. So I'm gonna expect Rivers United to go out there and give the fans
the problem now is Benjamin. If they are able to overcome Watanga FC, they will have to take on CAF Champions League champions Wydad Athletic Club of Morocco for a place in the group stage. And remember, CAF Champions League kicks off from the group stage proper. Do we see Rivers United getting into that group stage?
Well, Muna, it's going to be a step at a time. Let's not talk about Wydad Athletic of Morocco for now. Let us take the match we have on ground. That is Watanga FC. Because one thing I believe in football is the football, anything can happen. We have seen upsets. We have seen lower teams win bigger teams before. So Wydad Athletic should not be a Rivers United problem currently. They should be talking about how to win their match, Watanga FC. Because one thing about football, I believe, is this: once you narrate your opponent, you are bound to face upsets. You may face upset, and we have seen it countless times over the years in football. So Rivers United should go out there, win this game, and then make perhaps plan better for Wydad. Because to be honest, Wydad Athletic are current CAF Champions League holders, so they're not going to be a walk in the park for them. In fact, many pundits believe that Wydad Athletic will give Rivers United a beating. So it's gonna be tough for them. But I still believe that the Nigerian, as someone who cherish football, I've seen Rivers United
they played exceptionally well in the NPFL.
Last season they were really exceptional. They were fantastic. In fact, they won more away games than most teams.
And they had a collective team effort.
Yes, they won more away games. So it's going to be an interesting one for the team. And I wish them all the best of luck.
Well, quickly, looking at the second person's, Plateau United will take Gabon's AS Manjid in the first round of their own encounter. And if they are able to advance to the second round, they will take on Esperance of Tunis for a group spot.
I don't know why we keep on facing tougher opponents.
Because it's just a thing like when you face an easier opponent, you get the hard knuckle.
Then why don't they give us the experience first? Then let us know. Okay, let us prepare well. Because one thing about I don't like about football is the football when you're almost there, you're almost at the destination. Then all of a sudden you feel that you get knocked out. It's gonna be it's quite painful. Experience is one of the best teams when it comes to CAF Champions League. It's going to be a tough one for the Rivers United and Plateau United. But I believe that in football, anything can happen. Who says we can't see?
For Plateau United to go at Rivers United as such a chase in the NPFL, are we hoping to see Plateau United do us proud, at least make sure that they will be able to get a spot at the group stages?
Well, I expect nothing than for them to do us proud, because currently that they finished second in the NPFL last season. So these are professional players, Muna. And once a professional player is that you don't get scared. You don't get scared of whichever big names or which big teams you face. You believe that you have that confidence that you can go out there and win. So Plateau United, I believe, once they should not even think about experience of Tunis currently. They should think about how to win their opponents.
AS Manjid.
Yes, AS Manjid currently, and they should think of trying to knowing how to win them. So Muna, this is football. Anything can happen.
Well, talking about the CAF Champions League, Kwara United will lock arms with AS Dawanes of Niger Republic over the 2 legs, and the first we played in Nigeria will ride for them. And Remo Stars will also take on Morocco's AS FAR in their own encounter as well. The first leg round of matches will take place during the 9th to 11th of September, and the second leg is set for the 16th to the 18th of September. Why? The first and second legs for the second preliminary round will take from the 9th, 7th to the 9th of October, and 14th to 16th of October, respectively. Now, still talking about everything in our continent, Nigeria. Remember that our very own Chanigos will be looking to depart. They will be expected at the Bolton White Apartments in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, on Wednesday, which is today, the 10th of August, for them to make sure that all the invited players, which are 35 in number, they would be able to make sure that they move from Nigeria up until Accra, because they will have to square up against the Black Galaxies in the first leg in Accra on the 28th of August, so that they can be able to train and make sure that encounter they will do well. The second leg will be played on the 3rd of September at the MKO National Stadium in Abuja, which will be looking to make sure that we will be able to qualify for the 7th Nations Championships finals, which is to be staged in Algeria early next year. Now, still talking about everything Africa, Falconets will begin their campaign today as the World Cup Under-20 will kick off today in Costa Rica. We are in a group which is scheduled, which is filled with opponents. We are in a group filled with opponents, and we want to know how we will be able to do in that encounter. It will not be easy, but we know that we are going to come out victorious. Japan, Germany, and the United States of America are the three teams that we are going to be seeing how we will go slug it out in that very group.
Well, Nigerians Falconets that always have it when it comes to this kind of tournament. I think last time this is the under 20.
Definitely, yes, under 20 Costa Rica.
Yes, I remember when likes of Asas Oshuala did wonders. That was in Germany. We eventually lost 1-0 to Germany in that final. Nigeria always have it good when it comes to under 20 female tournament. So I believe that Japan, USA, and Germany, they are not really that tough opponents when it comes to this tournament. You may say otherwise when it gets to the senior stage. That means the World Cup proper, the Falcon stage. Yes, they are very good when it comes to that stage. But this under 20, under 17, Nigerian national team, both the men and the female, have always have it good. I think the Falconets have reached the finals on 3 occasions, but unfortunately we lost all. So yes, I believe that this time around they can still go to that final, at least, and break that deja vu of losing that final all the time, because they have lost 3 and it has been painful for us witnessing them losing that final. So I think they can up their game by what? By giving us that trophy, that trophy that we seek for from them. So it's going to be a good one for the team.
Let's see how we go for our very own Falconets, because they will kick off their campaign today in Costa Rica, which is the 10th day in the month of August. We hope that they will do us proud. Defending champions are Japan, the European giants are Germany, and 3-time winners are the United States of America. All will be present for this, and we'll be hoping to make sure that we come out victorious in this encounter. Still not to forget that the Super Falcons are still protesting over their allowances that has not been paid up until this point. Now, what is the fate of the Falconets who are already in Costa Rica, making sure they want to do Nigeria?
Muna, this kind of news, I get upset when I hear this kind of news over unpaid salaries, unpaid areas. It is really bad for our sporting industry. It's really bad for our sporting sector, because this is not the first time. We have had it from the Eagles, from the Eaglets, from the Shan team, from the female national team. Everywhere you go, you always have this kind of negative reports. It does not tell well for our sports ministry. It does not tell well. I think what they need to do is just pay them their area, because these Falcons are going to represent us at the World Cup. And you don't expect someone who is angry, someone who is upset, someone who is not really happy with you to perform well at that stage. For you to, you may say, okay, perhaps, well, they didn't give us what we wanted in that WAFCON rather. But they have always won it. So why? And even if they don't do well, this is an agreement. You promise to pay them this amount. So why don't you give them the money? The only thing I just okay, you not reach the final stage. Okay, you could not win the trophy. Okay, this is what we do. This is the allowance.
Yeah, if I have to cut it short, I feel there is no right bargain for you to tell them that because they were not able to win the prize or they were not able to come back with the medal. An agreement is an agreement, yes, and you should stick to your plan of the agreement.
Certainly, you should stick. But if I thought that there's any kind of consideration concerning this, it should not be it's not be that much. How can you tell me that after the players have given their best, sweat it
Morocco,
out, and then you feel that you can owe
now.
them their money? It's not really proper. And if this is what has been disturbing us, many players overseas that have not played for Nigeria, that are eager to play, but when they hear this kind of news, do you think that they will come?
They
won't come.
they
don't even have showcase that interest again to play for the national team. So it's going to be it's not really a good one for the team, for the sports ministry rather. They should. I think the Sunday Star going is hearing us, or perhaps he has people who are going to tell him, let him please come up. He's a man of integrity. We know he has done well for the sports industry, but let him come up and pay this team, these players their money, at least so that they can be motivated to do well at the World Cup.
Well, quickly, let us see how that is going to go down for our very own Super Falcons. For our Falconets will be in action today. Moving over to the European scene this morning, Barcelona captain Sergio Busquets is willing to defy his wages to see that he will be able to help the club's finances as it stands now. His agent, Josep Maria Orobit, met with Barcelona directors yesterday and they reached an agreement in principle with the midfielders' wages to be deferred by a later date. So that is how it is in Barcelona. Things are beginning to take shape with the team under Xavi Hernandez, who is the current coach of the team. Now, talking about the main event for today, the UEFA Super Copa, Eintracht Frankfurt up against Real Madrid. Karim Benzema has come out to say that as champions of Europe, we must beat Eintracht Frankfurt. Do you feel an upset will happen in that encounter?
Well, Muna, I don't really see an upset happening in that encounter because Frankfurt, they really, although they were good in that
Europa League.
In that Europa League, but I felt they rode on luck. They rode on luck because some players like some teams like you have the likes of Rangers. They had the opportunity to win that tournament over Frankfurt.
They defeated Barcelona. No, do not forget.
Why they defeated Barcelona? But
they defeated Barcelona. They defeated West Ham.
But wait, at that moment, Barcelona were not in their right frame of
Barcelona was actually we won't say they were in their form at that time, but they were getting to that form at that point.
It was after that match that the world Barcelona finally clicked. That Xavi Hernandez was really eventually was able to get that click, that chemistry between the players and among the players rather. So Frankfurt coming to this match, I want to say an upset, but it's going to be so difficult. So if I were to give them the percentage, I'll give Madrid 80%, Frankfurt 20%.
Because remember, Real Madrid have a strong record of going to finals and winning them. They've never. We can't remember they've been able to go to 16 finals, and out of those 16, they've been able to win 14 in the past years. That is an impressive record for Real Madrid. If you ask me, Karim Benzema coming out to say that as champions of Europe, we must beat Eintracht Frankfurt to tell them why we are champions. In his words, he says that we might not be young anymore, but it is not about age, and my body feels good because I keep working hard. Those were the words of Karim Benzema. He says that he will turn 35 this season, but that doesn't mean the game is an important one for us. We had a good preseason and we are ready. Remember that when they win this encounter, that will kickstart their season heading into the La Liga Santander. Talking about Real Madrid, this one I have to tell you that their coach Carlo Ancelotti has developed good pimples ahead of the encounter today, saying that they are not going to underrate Eintracht Frankfurt whatsoever. They would not try it. We will give our all in every competition, but for us to win all 6 will be difficult. It will be really difficult, but I'm confident that we have a better squad than last season. Aaron Tchouameni and Antoine Rudiger they've already been named in the team as well for today's encounter. So predict your scoreline. Eintracht Frankfurt versus Real Madrid by 8 p.m. tonight.
Before predicting the scoreline, I must tell you, Muna, that Real Madrid will be aiming to equal Barca's record of winning all 6 trophies in the calendar year. And Barcelona did it, I think that was in 2013 when they won all 6. That was during the Messi era, the Xavi Hernandez, the Andres Iniesta era, the Sergio Busquets, Dani Alves, and so. They would love to
they were not the winners of the Copa del Rey. So they will be looking to start it from this season, looking to win all 6. That is it.
But it will be incredible. It will be incredible.
It will be incredible, but this season will be tough. This season will be tough because they were not the winners of the La Liga, of the Copa del Rey trophy. They were not the winners, but they will be looking to kickstart their season with the Super Cup and see if they can go all around the calendar year winning all trophies. So quickly, your scoreline: Real Madrid up against Eintracht Frankfurt.
Well, I expect nothing less than 4-0.
4-0.
Yes.
Real Madrid will trash Eintracht Frankfurt.
Certainly.
4-0. Yeah. Okay, let us see how that is going to go in that encounter. Remember, 8 p.m. is the time to catch that encounter. Real Madrid, champions of Europe, will take on Eintracht Frankfurt, who were winners of the Europa League. Quickly, we'll be entering transfer news this morning. What do we have on transfer news this morning? Manchester United are in the transfer news. They are still making their plans. Man City as well. Quickly. Valencia want to bring back Brian Gill back to their team, as they are looking to make sure that they want to bring back Brian Gill to the team. Tottenham are keen for Valencia to pay a loan fee of around 1 million euros, but they also said that are also one of the teams looking to see they will bring back their player to the team. Torino are interested in signing German Peleza of Real Betis. Real Betis center back German Peleza is said to have been interested that Torino, as they want to see the security services of this young man. Newcastle United are in the transfer news. One, I have to tell you that they have made an offer of 30 million euros for Gonzalo Ramos, the Benfica forward. They want to make sure that they sign it forward during the course of the season. Manchester City will soon table a bid for Sergio Gomez, the left back, who they want to use to replace Marco Correa, who they were not able to sign in this transfer market. Timo Werner has finally gone back to RB Leipzig. The move cost him 20 million euros plus add-ons, and he wrote an emotional letter to Chelsea thanking them for the 2 years he spent with the team, and he will return to Leipzig as he has signed a 4-year deal. Well, so the cost of Chelsea's number 9 jersey is still there.
Certainly, Muna. Right from the only player we saw that really performed well in that number 9 jersey was Didier Drogba. And ever since that time, it has been a decline.
Diego Costa performed well.
I won't say Diego Costa high, because after the first season, he only did well in the first season. Second season was just average. Then the first way which he spent, he really didn't do anything. So afterwards, he left for Atletico Madrid. So the only person that has done extremely well for Chelsea in that forward position has been Didier Drogba. But ever since that time, okay, we can mention less of Fernando Torres. He didn't do extremely well. We have less of Falcao. We have Morata. We had Timo Werner. We had Tammy Abraham. All these people have not really done well.
Are you forgetting Romelu Lukaku? Romelu Lukaku also tried to see if they can break the jinx, but it didn't work out. None of them did.
And I think that Chelsea needs to look inward and know why this has been their issue, because maybe they can just get a striker from the academy. Who knows? That might be.
They're trying to see if Broja will be able to relieve them of their striking problem. I'm still talking about transfer this morning. AS Roma have made an inquiry to Manchester United about Victor Lindelof, as they want to improve their defense for the coming season. So if you are Victor Lindelof, will you move and play for Jose Mourinho? Because every possibility that you will be pairing up with Chris Smalling in defense once again.
I don't know. I don't like this transfer news at all. I'm a fan of this club. I don't like this transfer news, because I think Manchester United needs to keep all their players currently, because imagine whereby you don't have enough, you are trying to let out some to other teams. No, it's not really well, because after Rafael Varane, will I count Harry Maguire?
You can't Harry Maguire. He's one of your players.
I won't count him. What? Rafael Varane, you have Harry Maguire. You have
Sandro Martinez. Eric Bailly.
Eric Bailly is injury prone.
He's also part of the team.
He's active. He just Victor Lindelof. So I don't think that this will be a good one for Manchester United to let go of Victor Lindelof at this critical stage of their season. It's going to be a very bad one if they should allow it to happen. But I don't think that Lindelof is going anywhere, because he has no official bid has been made from Roma. So they don't really. I think just a rumor. So even if it's to be true that they are really coming for him, I don't think that Lindelof wants to leave Manchester United at this stage.
No problem. We will see how that will go. To tell you that Victor Nelson is set to join Sevilla. Sevilla are looking to replace Jules Kounde and Diego Carlos, who they lost to Barcelona and Aston Villa, respectively. Alvaro Morata has been offered to Manchester United to solve their striking problems, because I have to tell you this morning that Manchester United have ended their chase in the signing of Marko Arnautovic of Bologna FC. Now, Morata is another name that has surfaced as your striking problems, the person to solve your striking problems this season. Do you see him doing that?
It seems as if I'm getting to believe what you and Oscar said yesterday. That Man United now is not like a dumping ground for old players. I don't know what Morata is coming to do at Man U. I don't know. I don't understand, because he didn't really. Okay, he did well in the first season, but I did not a striker that I can rely on as a fan. I don't see it happen. I just feel that it's still a rumor, because every player, like Oscar said yesterday, even for Onachu, every player can just link up, because they know Man United, they are a team in need of what? In need of players currently. So I don't really see that move coming through. I don't really see that move.
Well, let's see how it's going to go. Everton are still in the pursuit for Idrissa Gueye of Paris Saint-Germain. West Ham make an offer for PSG Stilo Carrera, who is a 25-year-old centre back. I'm to tell you that PSG are on the verge of signing Fabian Ruiz from Napoli at the moment. Valencia and Barcelona have reached an agreement for Nico Gonzalez to join the team as well on loan. He will be on loan at the team next season. And I have to tell you that Barcelona are preparing a bid for Bernardo Silva as at today. Talks have already begun, and Bernardo Silva will soon become a Barcelona player as it stands now. Napoli are set to sign Hellas Verona's Giovanni Simeone, as he has attracted attention from Napoli, and they want to see if they will sign him until 2027. Rabiot and Manchester United are still in talks for a possible move at this point, and Rabiot's agent is currently his mother, and his mother is in talks with Manchester United. And to tell you that Sevilla are still in the news as they were able to sell Jules Koundé. They want to use that money to sign Espanyol striker Raúl de Thomas, who will cost them 40 million euros. Also, Marcos Alonso is set to join in Barcelona for a fee little less than 10 million euros as negotiations have entered the final stages. Hudson-Odoi wants to leave Chelsea. He wants out of Chelsea, and that is still the current news coming from Chelsea. At this point, I'll tell you that Chelsea are preparing their third bid for Wesley Fofana of Leicester City. Manchester United are preparing a move for PSV winger Cody Babko. At this point, the 35 million pounds rated PSV winger might be moving to Manchester United and play under Eric Ten Hag. 0815-1017-777 or 0907-112-1017. Let me get your reactions this morning. I'm also to tell you that Liverpool's transfer target Matheus Nunes is willing to wait for a move to Anfield as he wants to play for Liverpool. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you for taking us around the world of sports. It's just there's some shocking news I'm not happy about. There are some news that is not even for our hearing, and this process that maybe we see some of them. Our partners they've not present. There are laws that are present. What is going on? Are we really are we a cost nation in terms of sport? We should try to be honorable. Because you guys were talking about that of our basketball stars who were being trained overseas, and they are trying over you. Is this the way they can make a nation so great? When we have lots of talent and lots of ability players who can do wonders in sporting world, but this time they only wait for the achievement of this strong talent who struggle to
Thank you very much for your contribution this morning. We really, really appreciate it. Quickly, text message. Good morning, Muna and Benjamin. Joshua should beware of the unbeaten world heavyweight champion. You think he must endeavor to be at his best form in the upcoming fight with the champion. Serena Williams should take a serious look on her career and decide whether to continue or honorably bow out. Our representatives in CAF champions they should endeavor to give us quality representation. We have been as abysmal in CAF outings lately, and this trend must stop. I wish our Falconets good luck and credible outing in Costa Rica. Real Madrid will win today's Super Cup match with a lone goal victory over Frankfurt. Nwosu Nsidawa from Aaron Dizago. Thank you very much for your text message. Good morning, Muna and Benjamin. Chelsea allowing Timo Werner leave is a big shock to me, considering his goal contributions for last season despite limited appearance. Modestus from Okudo. If you say Tammy Abraham didn't do well for Chelsea, then his stats proved you wrong. Check statistics, no problem. Modestus from Okudo, no problem about that. Thank you very, very much for your text message this morning. Good morning, Mona. I am Chris Obeledi from Agatha. I'm wishing our under 17 Super Falconets success at the World Cup and Anthony Joshua to a come-out victory in his encounter against Alexander. You say, Mona, I am not a Real Madrid fan. I am not a Real Madrid fan. I'm an Arsenal fan and Barcelona fan, but at Real Madrid's side, because of the young goats, Eldorado, Camavinga, and Arsenal should be signed Sandro Tonoli for midfield, Yereme Pino at a winger, and Konrad Boki for attack, because we need one more winger, attacker, and midfielder. I need to trust Mikel Arteta and have a nice day. Thank you very much for your text message this morning. Well, that is how it is going to be. It is not easy for our very own athletes, our very own under our Falconets, who will be making sure they will do us proud today. But we hope that they are going to make sure that they keep shining bright. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning to you. 0815-1017-777 or 0907-112-1017. Let us get to hear your reactions this morning. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning to you. Or say keep your calls coming to. If you call, please kindly speak up. 0815-1017-777 or 0907-112-1017. Now, quickly, Benjamin, this morning, what do you think will be the way forward for us to make sure that we'll stop allowing our athletes make sure that they see representing Nigeria as a thing of the past, and make sure that they will have this urge to make sure that they represent Team Nigeria?
Well, just like Oscar and I said yesterday, the major thing just to look inward, just to begin from grassroots preparation. There are many talents all over the world, all over the country rather. There are many talents. If you go to the west, the east, the north, everywhere you see abundance of talent. You see people from their primary school doing wonders in sports. You see, even go to secondary school, you see the same. In the tertiary institutions, you see the same. Everywhere there are talent. This Commonwealth, just completed Commonwealth Games, have shown that Nigerians have all it takes to win medals. Imagine a situation whereby we paraded many maybe more athletes at that tournament. We could have more medals. Look at what Ghana did. Ghana paraded close to 107 athletes. They only came back with 5 medals. But Nigeria just paraded close to just 70-80 athletes, and then we came up with 35 medals. That was really wonderful, breathtaking. So I believe that those are the last caller or the previous caller said that we should stop looking for ready-made products. We should stop looking for finished material. Let us be the ones to cook our own food. Let us to prepare our own delicacy the way we want it, so that when it is prepared, we can really enjoy it the way it should be. Not after waiting for countries to do your job for you. You now expect them to leave their countries and that have trained them to come and represent you. This is not really fair. And just like you said again, there are some news that are not really good to the hearing. News like unpaid salaries, news like corruption in the sport ministry, news like clashes among them administrators. These are news that have been killing our sport. So we don't really need those news currently. Let us all work together to ensure that everything in the sports industry goes well.
Well, we hope that this will not come as a form of distraction for our very own Falconets and our Chan Eagles, who will make sure that they will be doing us but later this month, and still our Falconets who will kick off their campaign today. We hope it will not come as a distraction to them. We know that they will do us proud. They will keep winning the much-needed matches. Real Madrid and Eintracht Frankfurt will be in action today, 8 p.m. Make sure to count that and count that. This on this note, we will say a very, very big thank you to you for joining us on our very own program. Those who watched us live, they were able to stream us on Facebook. We really, really appreciate you. Those who called and sent text messages and read out your opinions, thank you very much for joining us. We will still make a return tomorrow, Thursday, and give you everything happening in the world of sports. We'll leave you in the hands of Champions League anthem because the champions of Europe will be taking on Eintracht Frankfurt today. Will they make us proud? We will be hoping to see that. On behalf of Benjamin this morning, I am Muna, your host, signing out.